Welcome. Kelvin Dale here, revealing how the Irish had an impact on helping shape the United States. We go now to the story of the Irish who created the White House, uncovering how a modest man from County Kilkenny shaped an American icon that still stands today, echoing a heritage that crosses an ocean. Let's get into it. Back in 1790, the United States was a young nation and President George Washington had a vision. The Residence Act was passed by Congress, which designated the creation of the nation's capital, known as Washington, D.C. The bill also authorized the presidential residence. One of the planners of the city was also its first architect, known as Pierre Charles L'Enfant. L'Enfant, a Frenchman, had grand ideas for the house that were a bit too much for President Washington. Washington preferred something more dignified and modest. In 1792, a design competition was launched, and an Irishman named James Hoban was the clear winner. Hoban was born near Callan in County Kilkenny, Ireland, around 1758. He trained as a carpenter before attending Dublin's drawing school, where he earned top architectural honors. Hoban immigrated to America after the Revolutionary War and worked in Philadelphia and Charleston. Here's a photo of how Charleston's county courthouse appears today. Looks kind of familiar, doesn't it? Washington had seen Hoban's work in Charleston, admired his style, and personally encouraged him to enter the competition. Hoban got his inspiration for the White House from Leinster House in Dublin. It was built by a wealthy family in 1745 and later became home of the Irish Parliament in 1922. His neoclassical design won the competition. His concept for the building was elegant, practical, and perfect for a new republic breaking away from European monarchies. During my last visit to Dublin, my tour guide took me to see the Leinster House and asked me to take out a US $20 bill and compare the drawing of the White House on the bill against the actual front of Leinster House. It is amazing how much inspiration Hoban took from this Dublin landmark when he designed the residence of the US president. Construction on the White House began in 1792, with a Masonic cornerstone laying in October of that year. The building used sandstone from about 45 miles away, which is known as the Aquia Creek Quarry in Virginia. The building took 8 years to complete, with President John Adams being its first resident in 1800, even though the house was still unfinished and actually quite chilly in the winter. Tragedy struck during the War of 1812 when British forces burned the White House in 1814. Hoban was rehired to rebuild it while keeping much of the original sandstone exterior. The restoration took 3 years. Since then, the building has seen expansion, but its north facade, the iconic face to the world, remains Hoban's vision. But Hoban's legacy goes beyond the White House. He oversaw construction of major federal buildings, including parts of the Capitol building and the original Treasury building and the War offices. A devout Catholic and community leader, he supported Irish immigrants in the new capital, helped found Georgetown University, and championed public works. He passed away in Washington in 1831 at the age of 70, leaving a rich architectural and cultural legacy. Where did this trail of discovery take us? James Hoban's story shows how Irish craftsmanship and design influenced a defining American symbol of power and democracy. The White House's graceful elegance owes much to Hoban's upbringing in Ireland and his admiration for Georgian architecture, going all the way back to Dublin. His work stands as a bridge linking two nations and their histories. Thanks so much for watching. If you are Irish, your roots are from Ireland, or would like to be among the honorary Irish, you're at the right place. Please take a moment to like, subscribe, click on the notification bell, or leave me a comment. I do read them all. Until next time, keep that Irish twinkle in your eye.